Hello, I'm working on the cat tower for Bella, my grand cat. I don't have any grandchildren around me, but I have a grand cat. So I bought that tube at Lowe's. It's a concrete form tube. It's 12 inches around, and I think it's 4 feet tall. The plan for this cat tower has one sisal scratch pole, so that's what I'm making right now. I bought this, I think it's 3/8, or let me see. I threw the little paper in here. Oh, 1/4 inch by 100 feet of sisal rope. Got that at Lowe's for about 10 bucks. And now I'm hot gluing it on this post. And I'm putting a few little tacks. I have some copper tacks that I'm putting every now and then to help hold it on. So that's step number one. I think it's going to be a fun project. You know, I hope it comes out the way I want it to. I showed you how I was putting this sisal on this part here. I hot glued that sisal rope all the way down there. Took me forever. Just dimension wise, let's see. I don't even really know. Hang on. Okay, the middle post is about 30.5. My side posts are 42 each. And I'm going to cover them with fabric, of course. You know, I'm using the scrap from Mom's ramp that I took down. It's going to be part of Bella's tower. So this part here is about 20 by 20. It's just a 3/4, or yeah, I think it's 3/4 inch plywood. The bottom is painted. This is where I've attached the center post. You can see I put 3 screws in there. I put 1 in each of these side posts, and on the side posts, you can't really see it, but I put L brackets. So I've got L brackets here, L bracket here, 3 screws in this, 1 in the bottom of these, and I used, that's not 3.5 because I've switched those around. That looks like a 3-inch screw. That's what I used. I also had this left over from the deck building. This fabric here that I put on here, I spray glued the top and stuck the quilt batting on. Then I spray glued the fabric to kind of make it adhere. And then I used a hand stapler and I folded over the raw edge and I stapled along here. Okay, the uprights are on. I might need to do a little bit of an inspection along here. You know how cats are. I can feel one staple there I need to hit, and I need to put another one in here where there's a gap. So I'm going to do a good inspection, make sure all my gaps are sealed, and then I'm going to have to get it down so I can do the top edge. So the next thing is to cut the tube into the pieces that I need. In this instance, to draw a line around something round is to use like a piece of rope, or in this case I'm using a ribbon. And I went around and I measured 21 inches and I made a mark here and there all the way around. And now I'm going to connect those marks using this ribbon. Alright, I made a line all the way around the tube. And I have to cut another hole in the middle here, but first I'm going to see about how it's going to attach and how it's going to look. I don't know if I should have curved those maybe, but I think I can just put screws in there and hold it. I hope so anyway. If not, I may have to do another brace that goes all the way across and it screws all the way along there. Anyway, so that's my next step, just to see how well it attaches. And then you're supposed to cut a hole right in here where the cat can go in and lay down in there. So what I decided to do is cut a piece of luan, piece I had, of course, from my other project, 2 inches wide. And what I'm going to do is put it inside the cone here. And I'm going to hot glue it. And then I can put a few screws in here, and I think it'll help support. I bought this memory foam bath rug. It's a Christmas motif on it for like $2, $3. And it's real soft. It's memory foam. It's nice. Even though the color is pretty good, it is Christmas, so I don't know. I think I'm going to put that in there long ways like that. Curl it up inside so that when the cat lays in the bottom, it's really nice and soft. Got the hole where the cat can climb in, and I just went ahead and used the rug like it was. My son looked at it and he said, "That is really cute," so just leave it Christmassy. It's a Christmas present. And then I put the fake fur crap all the way around. And yeah, I'm just going to screw that right on top here. It worked pretty good in my practice when I put it on there. So here's the scratch post. I was about to turn the camera sideways. Here's the scratch post thing. It's sitting on a piece of my cardboard. This is the support system, okay? And I've just cut the 2 other sleeping compartments. I cut a piece of the tube that was 17 inches long, and I cut it in half. So now this gets fabric on it, and it sits here. And it screws to these 2, and that's what helps support everything. And then the other piece is going to go down here with another small support underneath the front of it. It was sort of more like that, I think. Hopefully this is going to work. Okay, so right now I'm going to spray glue some padding on these little beds and then cover them with fabric. I may not have enough of the same fabric because I got kind of low. I only have this one square left. I don't think it's going to be big enough. So I went and bought for $2.50 at Walmart. They had these pet fleeces, or fleece throw, whatever. It's just polyester. It's pretty soft, so I might use that for those 2 beds. We'll see. If the fleece will fit on one, I'll use this for the backing, and then do the other one in this. I'm not too fond of this spray adhesive. I got that at Lowe's. Not very fond of it. I like the one I got at the auto place. Oh, got a plane coming over. I like this one better. This is some more fiber that I had left over from another project. It's that rigid kind. So I'm going to trim this. I glued that to pad it, and now I'm going to trim it down to fit. I spray glued this onto the shape, and I spray glued this at the back, but on the sides where I folded it over and glued it down, I used hot glue, because hot glue is very strong with fabric. It makes it really more durable. Hopefully the cat won't be able to claw it up, you know. And I'm doing the same thing over here. I'm hot gluing the edges along here. I spray glued it up in here, but I'm hot gluing all this around so it'll be nice and tight. I've got it laying on its back now. I put this center brace in here. I screwed it in from the bottom. Now I don't really want to put screws where there's show on this. So I think I'm just going to hot glue it to the base. And then once that gets hard, put some at the back here and there. And if it should come off in time, I could always put some screws in. I've got this kind that's a trim screw. It does have a little thing on it that I could use. But if I don't have to, I'm not going to, because I want it to look good. I just attached this little thing here. I don't know what to call it. A perch. And this one down here. I hot glued it at the bottom like I said it was. And then I used my staple, my tack nailer I'll show it to you. Just put 3 tacks here. I'm going to pull these through. I need a needle to do that. Just put a needle in there and slightly pop it up, and boom, that will release that because it has a small head on it. I use this nailer, 18 gauge, little tack nails. They have a small head. If you don't have that, I don't know what you might do. You might use I just didn't want to screw it, because when you screw fabric like that, the nap gets around the screws and it just winds up and tears it. So that's why I chose to do it that way, with the hot glue and the tack nailer. I'm going to use this awl, sharp awl, and you just pull that up. These are little upholstery tricks. See? That looks a lot better, huh? All right. I put a few, I'm tripping. I put a few tack nails in there to hold that until I could get a screw in. I need to tap it with a hammer too. Did the same thing on that side. So to finish off, I attached the round top to each post, the support post, by using my tack nailer to hold it in place until I put a 2-inch screw down through the tube into each post. I used an awl to make a starter hole first so that the fabric wouldn't get twisted around the screw and get all distorted and messed up. So the tower is finished. All right, Merry Christmas.